G'day guys, my name is Harry Patel from JB Caravans Melbourne. I'd like to congratulate you to purchase a new caravan. Let's just show you inside of the caravan in preparation for handover that you what to expect on the day. We'll cover most of the items today for you. So let's go in and show you how everything works. Welcome guys again to the internal handover part for the Gator. So we'll start with the main bedroom and we move forward to the different section of the caravan. So start from this corner here. Obviously you've got all the storage cupboards. So basically with this one here, you've got hanger space all down there. You've got the double USBs and you've got double 240. You've got double 2 USBs on that side as well. You've got easy access cubby holes on that side as well to put your books, laptop chargers and things like that. You'll find that they set off the reading lights here. So it turns up by touching it to starting on. Night light, which is blue. You get the bright light by pushing the second time. Once you are on the bright light, you hold on to it, it becomes a dimmer. If you think it's too sharp or too bright to your eyes, you can adjust them to the dimmer as well. So you've got that lights covered here. On the side here, on the top of the bed, you'll see here, which is a positive pressure vent, which is also different names for it. It's got a pressure hatch, dust hatch, different names. So basically, it's there to create a positive pressure. So when you imagine if you're going to a dusty road, you know, the next 10-15 kilometers or 10-15 minutes away, make sure you come inside of and open that. Opening is basically just push it in, just push it up like this, and allow the fresh air coming through 10-15 minutes prior to you jumping on dusty roads. Then it will stop the dust coming from obvious entry points, which is behind the fridge, there's a vent, and you've got the vents, and you've got a vent by the door, which is gas circulation vents, prevents the dust coming through as much as possible. Once it's finished and come to the main road or it's raining, make sure that it's shut. So basically use that on demand only. As you need it, use it. Once you finish, make sure it's shut. Then you've got a skylight here. So you've got a skylight that comes to here, which is a fly screen, or you've got a blockout blind. You've got a bracket here. Just open the bracket, push the button, come down. 3 position it locks all the way. Make sure it's manual, so it rains and things like that. Make sure you shut it. Very important to shut it while you're traveling as well. Coming down this side behind me, there's the windows. All the windows are exactly the same. On this window here, you've got the locks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the window open. Make sure you go a bit slower so you can hear the click mechanism. So let's hear the click, you stop. Next click here, stop. Third click here, stop. To raise the window or close the window blade, you just lift it up 50 to 60 mil, it'll come all the way down. If you park next to a neighbour or next door to something, or tree or something like that, and if you open click number 1, you don't have to open all the way. So you can click a little bit, 50, 60 mil, you'll bring it down. Just make sure you don't have to push or pull anything or apply pressure on windows. If you're doing that, something's not right. So click back, think, and act on it. There are side grooves on the windows you can see that locks in on the side, allows a bit of breeze to come in without the window flapping as the windy day. For traveling purposes, make sure they're locked in all the way. Generally, you do the top one, the one in the middle first. That automatically makes the groove for traveling purposes, and they're all locked in that position. Then we've got a blockout blinds and this fly screen, so I'll show you the efficient way of how to use it. So for traveling purposes, it has to be open, so the spring doesn't get released or weak for a period of use. Always use 2 hands, equal pressure, top one always down. That locks in with the clip here, as you can see, and then you can adjust the power different direction, block and blind, or you go fly screen away. To release it, make sure that's at least about halfway through for the roller for the spring to click in. You don't want to get this line, so at least go about halfway through as far as you can go up. Put a window, with a finger underneath, release it, that goes there manually, that goes up manually. On this side here, you also have a little side corner overhead cupboard, basically for TV cupboard we call. So you can open the cupboard and inside you'll see all the wiring and things like that, which belongs to the TV. On this side here, you've got 12 volt for a TV, antenna connection. There's a black color little push button switch, green light must be on. That is an automatic booster for a wide antenna. And you've got all the wiring coming through the computer cap, nice and easy. TV parks in the bracket on the corner, move in different direction, or you can take it outside. All the connection for radio, antenna, RCA, wiring, 12 volt and the 240 connection, all can be accessible from the from the bracket through the hole, which is the computer cap there. You also got a double 240 power point inside as well. If you do have a pop the fuse in the 12 volt and want to use the 240, the TV comes with the spare 240 connection as well, or the 12 volt, which is standard. On that side there, you've got a nice little cupboard here, which is your access cupboard. Good guys, we'll show you the bed area and under the bed area for storage and all those things under the bed. So lifting up, basically there's a bracket here. Help to lift up. Once it opens at a 40-45 degree angle, it's got a heavy duty struts that will take over from here. While we're here in the bedroom section, you've got a slat system, as you can see, in the bed. So that's that system. You bring that across, they will make the bed softer. Bring them across here, they will make the bed harder. So you can adjust the slat settings, one set here, one set there, and there you can individually work out what sort of position, how hard or softness works for you, and that's adjustment settings here. Under the bed, obviously you've got a TV storage here, so TV is in a box with the bracket welded in, so this is storage typically currently we put in there. You'll see the projector unit, which is a 600 watt IntelliWave projector inverter. The physical location is here. There is a power outlet, you can use it here, or there's two dedicated power point, which is one power point in the bedroom on the driver's side, and you've got the lounge power point, which under the lounge double 240, two dedicated power point is powered through the inverter. There's a physical location. Then you'll see further there is your BM Pro battery management system, which is also got lithium profile built into it. The system itself comes with the BM Pro Odyssey com link, which is this unit here. You can connect your app through the system, which is the download Odyssey app, and you can pair your phone and basically connect your system so you can see what the monitor reads, and you can read it there. You'll see the little 1, 2, 3, 4 is number of battery input fuses there. And then you'll see here, press the reset on the side button there. There's a reset button here to reset the system. On the side there, there's a projector battery monitor, has got them the projector monitor for the inverter. Bottom there, you'll see a gas hot water connection or system monitor. So basically you turn it on, adjust the temperature you like, start using water. As long as the gas is on, you start enjoy the instantaneous hot water system. Okay, so coming to the middle of the caravan, you'll find there's a little unit here, which is a Winegate antenna connection. So basically Winegate antenna, you'll see up and down, there's two arrows pointed out here. So winding it up, basically it's wind up all the way. There's a Winegate antenna generally sitting down. It will wind up like that, straight up. Then, depends on when the TV is plugged into the antenna connection, you can move the antenna in multiple directions to get the best signal. You can copy paste other people around you. If not, watch TV, pull the pin out, just the cap out a little bit, just enough to release it from the cap, from the grooves, and then move them in different direction to make sure that you have whatever area you find, and you can find the location for the signal. So that is your Winegate antenna up. Putting Winegate antenna down, make sure that V-shape bracket on the mounted on the ceiling matches with the V-shaped bracket here for it to then wind down all the way. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that's covered. Make sure you give it a notch once it's locked in, and that covers that sort of side. This side here, let's come to the kitchen side and have a bit more about that. So you've got exhaust, which is a range hood on this side. You've got a light for the range hood in this side, and you've got the exhaust fan on this side here. In the kitchen, you also got a filtered water tap, and the filter itself here, which is a cartridge filter, good for about 12 months, unless you got the water quality is not as good, then may require to be changed quicker. Hot water connection, cold water, obviously that's mounted on the tap there, and the sink. You got a microwave. Make sure the microwave, the plate needs to be taken out, and the plates needs to be stored typically underneath here. Make sure it's nice and tight, it doesn't go anywhere, and the micro locks in position. 240 only auto generator, unless you've got an inverter 2000 watt or they're about big enough to run the microwave to cover that. You've got a set of drawers here, all the booklets and things like that is covered over here. So you've got a Weber certificate, you've got electrical certificate, plumbing certificate, all the instruction manual for different items are already stored here, which will be given to you by your dealer. Okay, so one of the main appliances in the kitchen, as you find, is a cooker. So basically you've got a nice recessed cooktop here. There's a latch here to basically stop the lid jumping up and down, so opening the latch. You'll hear a small little click for the gas ignition, so the lid has to be open all the way, so you can hear it. It clicks in, the little click before it opens fully. It is a gas connection. So now the gas is flowing through. Obviously the gas bottle has to be on to be using it. So you got the ignition, basically you can hear it now, and you can turn and ignite the gas basically. Then the gas will come on, and the same thing goes with different 1, 2, 3 gas hot plates, and you've got a 240 hot plate. Very important things in a cooker to remember, again, safety, gas regulation, different stickers there to make sure you follow the right instruction when you come to using the gas or combustible fuel. So with the lead, if something is cooking like oil and things like that, which is overflow, things like that, you can shut that quickly. That will push the button here, which is the gas connection, so it stops the gas coming in. Unfortunately, that's not the same with the hot plate. Even the hot plate is shut off. If it's hot, make sure that it's cooled down before you put the lid. So put a hand like that, just make sure that's cooled down before you shut the lid. Otherwise, it's nice and simple. Box it in a position, and so there for traveling. We also got the griller, which is basically there's the trays and things like the supply with the griller, which is part of the cooker. There is one more little trick there underneath here. You'll see the little yellow color gas valve. So that is for purpose of if you're storing the caravan for 2, 3, 4 months at a time or longer. You can shut off that valve, stops the gas swelling to the pipes, and there's no need for gas to use, so you might as well shut it down. When you store something here, make sure you don't store anything heavy. Any slip mats, a couple of plastic tubs and cleaning gear and things like that, no drama, but nothing too heavy, so knocks the pipeline and knocks the gas line, things like that. So make sure that is covered. Alright, so coming down towards the end of the van, just towards roughly the center of the van, you've got the dining table. This is a front door version, comes with the L-shaped lounge standard with the tick cushion. With the table here, you've got a lock here, which is basically releasing like a brake cable connection. So lift it up with just the table, that way locks in position, push it out that way, give you more space to walk around. That also turns in the whole way around and locks in when it's square. Comes down to here, if you're cooking there, you give you extra bench space. And if you like to make a bed out of that, so basically turn that in the right direction. And then here, you can see the little black little cap there, which you press it by the foot. They'll release that table going down. You find the right cavity for the lounge to go in. That goes in position, and the caravan is supplied with the cushion to go on it to make a little bed out of that. Once you finish using it, basically release it out, clear from the cushion ends, push the button back in, and off you go. It comes straight to the position. We'll put it down here for now for the purpose of we get a bit of easy space and all around. That's it there. You got a little nice little drawer underneath here as well, just for your storage access. It could be your pantry, things like that. So that's all there for you. Coming down to this side of the van, one of the main important part of the fridge as well. A main important part of the caravan, which is a fridge. So again, it is a compressor fridge, 188 litre Dometic compressor fridge. Nice and easy. Fridge and freezer, separate door, metal racks, adjustable as well. So that's your thing, humidifier, adjustments to the veggies and things like that when you store in there. The control of the fridge is just outside here. So basically, all you do to switch on the fridge, you push it, the fridge will come on by itself. Currently we are not plugged in the power, so that will use the caravan batteries. It's 12 volt fridge or 240 when you plug in 240 power. You'll see the LED screen there. You push the button, adjust to how cool or hot you want to be. So it's basically how higher the steps is, the cooler it gets. So you can adjust that. Scrolling down from the center, you have an option for different modes. So then you've got user mode, you plug it in, you have a performance mode, silence mode, eco mode, or a turbo mode. The performance mode, basically your best all-rounder mode. If you're not going to use a lot at night, you can do silent mode, so you can not hear them as sound for a little bit noise for a compressor, I guess, and then you can adjust that. There are presets. You can go into settings, you can change different settings, separate freezer temperature, separate fridge temperature, like that, but they're preset that works pretty good from Dometic. Underneath of the van, the fridge door here, you'll see there's a water pump. So one water pump, 12 volt, which is controlled by the main screen by the entry door of the caravan. There's a 2 green color taps you'll see, which it's made for 2 separate tanks. You can decide to use 1 tank at a time and not 2, or you can keep both the taps on or parallel to the pipes. You have the water coming individually equally from van, generally free camping. So that's a water pump location. There's a little filter water pump, and that's your location. But operation water pump definitely through the water pump switch, which we're going to show you in a little while. Coming down here, we've got an ensuite. So in the ensuite section, you'll see a washing machine. So that is 240 a generator, unless you've got an inverter big enough to run that. So opening the washing machine door like that. clothes in there, and all the soaps and things like that. You have different settings, so you can program, you can set the different modes, which is hot water, normal water connection, baby care function, quick wash, spin, rinse, and top clean function. LED pops up automatically with amount of minutes it's going to take, and works automatically. If it cycles, for example, 35 to 40 minutes, it will allow you to pause for about 2 to 5 minutes, depends on the cycle. Once you have enough water going in, it will not allow you to pause, so please do not force it open. It will allow you to pause and drop clothes in if you forget something, but that's only for the first few minutes of the cycle. So that's your washing machine. On there, you've got a LED touchscreen light here, as you can see. You've got obviously sink, also the sink with a hot and cold water connection. Coming down here, you've got a light switch here, which is your main lights for the Ensuite. Okay, so that one there. You've got a double towel rails, and you've got a towel ring as well in the Ensuite. Coming down to the toilet section, a very important part of the toilet is using internal and external section. External section we showed you in a different video before this, and we'll go to internal section. So on the toilet itself, you've got a main button, which is the button when you press it allows the water to come in. Either you connect it from the main water pressure or from the town water, or you have the connection from the water pump if you do free camping. It will allow the water to come through. As soon as you release the button, the automatic stops, just for water saving purposes. There are 4 different lights they'll pop in. First light on the left hand side top, if it cassette not sitting properly in its place, that light will pop. That means make sure it's cassette is sitting properly in place, otherwise you have overflooding issue. Bottom one, you'll see the water connection not on. Maybe you don't have water in the tank, or you forget to turn the tap on if you're doing caravan park trip, for example. So that check the water connection light. The third light on the bottom of the right hand side will come to half tank sort of symbol, which means the tank is half full. Just giving you a bit of a warning in advance that be prepared to clean it. It's half full, you're halfway there, make sure you're prepared to clean it. And the last one in the right hand side or top corner, it says cassette full, which means please do not use it when the cassette is full. Time to empty it, otherwise there's no automatic stoppage, things will spill over, and it gives you a big job to clean. When you're using the toilet, basically underneath the toilet there is a little silver color valve. So silver color is normally closed for the water. There's a barrier between the cassette and the toilet itself. For using the toilet, open the silver color bracket out towards outside of the toilet. Use the toilet, flush the toilet, and push it back. Make sure you don't forget when you drive because things jump up and down. Again, because of mess to clean. So open, use flush, and push it back in. So that's your toilet. Coming down on this side here, you've got a shower. Obviously you've got a shower, just a metal latch there. There's magnetic lock as well. Inside the shower we've got exhaust fan, light, blue color light as well in the shower, the night light. In there, exactly the same exhaust fan here, so you can release that to flap it open, basically, and then you've got a switch here for 12 volt exhaust fan to turn it on, and then turn it off like that. For traveling purposes, it must be off. Good guys, welcome back again. Coming back to this BM Pro monitor, which is the main control unit for a caravan as far as the 12 volt concerned. So in that unit, you'll see the little battery symbol. You'll see eco mode is a main light button there that turns off everything 12 volt weight. So if you turn it on, eco mode turns off, turns everything 12 volt off, as you can see. To turn it back on, you can turn the same thing and it's touchscreen, so it comes back again. The switches itself, you can see here, they've got 2 water tanks and a grey water tanks already written, and that will see the different level of tanks you have. You'll see the bedroom light here, so you can turn on and off the bedroom lights from here. There's living room lights, which is light at the kitchen and the lounge. You'll also hear a separate switch, a light outside the separate switch button here as well, and you've got a water pump here as well, so turn on and off the water pump. There is an app for BM Pro that you can actually use to use that remotely, which is also required only Bluetooth. You do it once, pairing mode, like you're pairing your phone first time to the car Bluetooth for say. That gives you the same connection. Once you have connected, then you can use the phone to control the lights, water pump, everything you see here will allow you to connect that. Then you have a lights here. So you've got first light here is typically the front floodlight in the front of the caravan externally. Second one is this rear floodlight of the caravan externally. Third one is the LED awning light on the driver's side of the caravan. And this one here, the dials for your external awning lights. One becomes 0 means off. One is on a bright light, 0 off again, and orange color light for the butt function, which covers here. Then you got a radio unit here. As you can see, it's all 12 watts. So basically, system, you can adjust it like a car radio system. It's basically pretty straightforward. That has got a Bluetooth built in as well. Got a little USB and a little headphone jack for headphones and things like that. Love to use. You can control the unit by external speakers, internal speakers, different level, different sound. Front and back you can fade as well. So it's all settings in a fade and a balance part of the system. You just push the button, adjust the bass, treble, balance and fade to adjust the speaker sound as well. Again, I would like to congratulate you for purchasing JB Caravan. Appreciate your business, and I hope we have helped you enough and give you an advanced heads up about what to expect in Handover. For further questions, please contact your Handover representative through a dealer, and we'd love to help you out. See you on the road someday.